want to bring in former attorney in the Trump White House counsel's office, May Davis, with us. This rule went into effect during the Trump administration. So are we to believe that there's reasonable disagreement over the word sanitation?
So the Trump administration did use this law for the eviction moratorium and for the cruise ship. This particular mandate went into effect after Biden on second day of office asked for CDC to do this. So CDC wanted to do this during the Trump administration and definitely thought they had the authority. But this is sort of a new thing. And that's one of the reasons why, so there were three reasons why the judge held that this was illegal. And one of them was that they quickly put it on with no notice and comment after waiting for a year after the pandemic. And so it was hard for them to justify that they needed to do it immediately when for a year it hadn't been in place.
In 30 seconds or less, if this goes down the emergency injunction route, what are the chances of the government getting it? If it goes down the appeals route, how long are we without masks until the court rules?
So an emergency stay could be put on as soon as tomorrow. I mean, as soon as the panel wants to issue it. They'd have to find that the judge was wrong on all three measures that she ruled on, but that could be immediately. A regular appeal, even an expedited appeal, would take, I would say, at least a month. That would be very, very fast, but that would be an expedited appeal.
How much deference is given to the government in times of a public health emergency by an appeals court in a situation like this?
I think it depends. I think at the beginning of the administration, especially with the cruise ship order and things like that, people were really willing to defer to the public health experts, whatever, you say emergency, we say, okay. But at some point, this isn't just airplanes. This is buses. This is bus stops in the middle of nowhere. Why are we wearing masks in bus stops at the middle of nowhere? So that same deference just doesn't feel appropriate anymore now that people have been to concerts. They've been to sporting events. They weren't wearing masks.
It's one thing if you get off the train and then you go into Madison Square Garden, it changes things. 10 seconds real quick. Do they have to appeal to the appeals court that covers Florida, or can they go out to California and get a stay there?
They have to go to the 11th Circuit. It is conservative leaning, although you never know what panel you're going to get. So I think that bodes well for keeping the injunction in place.
Yeah, and whether or not they ask for that emergency stay or not depends so much on the politics, because that's totally up to the Justice Department. May Davis, thank you always. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.